I couldn't gauge your fears. I can't relate to my peers. I'd rather live outside. I'd rather chip my pride than lose my mind out here. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I should.
Like there's like a pattern of us not believing women, black women in particular. You heard about the R. Kelly series shit?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I did hear about it.
Like, man, we, as a society, like, so many people knew about that. And we still do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, we're so quick to discredit black women.
Yeah, that's a matter of fact. It's because the world has a very limited view of black people in general, right?
Yeah.
And without just spanning people, just going back to black women, like the world, I really honestly think the world only sees black people through the media. Like I think the only vision of the world seeing us is through, you know, social media or music or, you know what I'm saying, cultural hubs like sports and stuff like that. Whereas white people are seen on like as anchors, as, you know what I'm saying, as movie stars, you know what I'm saying?
Leaders of the world.
Right, like exactly leaders of the world. We're not seen as leaders of the world. We're seen as
Entertainment of the world.
entertainment. Yeah, so we're just seen as entertainment, and black women especially. You know, I feel like the world's view of black women are women like Nicki Minaj or who's the...
No disrespect to Cardi. Cause she
yeah.
doing her thing though.
Yeah, no disrespect to Cardi, Nicki Minaj, none of them. But that's the world. That's what the world sees of them.
That's all they accept.
Like that's what black women are. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. Yeah, we get discredited because the world's vision of us is just jaded, and it's done like that purposely.
On purpose, bro. It's been like that for a minute since the fucking like them blackface cartoons and bullshit like that. But I be thinking about this, man. I feel like, cause shit changing, bro. Like, think about the opportunities that we got compared to our parents, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that is a matter of fact. Yeah.
Like, look at I got a camera in my face, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can upload this tonight if I want to.
That's true, imagine that.
My pops probably couldn't have did this back in his day when he was my age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like, because of reasons like that, whether they wanted to come or not, I feel like a black renaissance is about to come, basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think honestly, we have a sort of subliminal renaissance, like with white kids, you know, basically bowing down to rappers nowadays. When we like hip hop runs
the fucking world. Right
yeah, exactly.
Hip hop ain't nothing but black culture though.
Exactly.
We've been running shit.
Exactly, man. We're running shit, bro. It's straight like that. I remember when I think it was sophomore year of college. I don't know if you remember it, but it's like it was like the Asian dudes are like Ichima. Underwater squad. I don't know. It's like
I remember that shit. I remember that shit.
You remember that, bro? Like we surpassed limits, bro. Like we inspired Asian folk.
They breakdancing in Russia.
Bro, exact. Women twerking in Russia, bro, and they're like some great twerkers, man. Too like
cold ass Russia.
That's crazy. That's the thing, man. Like we really are culture. Like we are the inventors of culture, and to just be like, you know, looked over like that is just. It's unacceptable. Oil spill.
At least it didn't go this way. That would have been worse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't want it on the equipment.
Right. It's just water too. The wine would have been worse too. It's not.
Oh
gonna,
yeah.
Not gonna be sticky.
You seen the Boom Gang No Jumper interview?
Your comments appear to bespeak a political position in which you have no interest at all in reaching out and hoping and working for a multiracial community of harmony and peace. Am I correct in saying you have forsaken that ideal?
My arms are tired, Phil. We've reached out for 500 years.
Too late now.
We've faced tanks We faced water hoses and cattle prods. Vicious dogs bit the breast of black women off in those protest marches of the civil rights movement. Vicious four-legged dogs sicked on us by two-legged dogs, bit into the groin and the private parts of black men, women, and children. So, Mr. Donahue, I believe that the white man is absolutely disagreeable to live with in peace, and that no one has been able to get along with him nowhere on the face 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth.
And so you will continue this rhetoric. You will continue
and action.
And action. Action. What kind of action? Strategy to affect what in the United States of America? Let's start with us.
No wise general sits with a representative of the opposition to discuss battle strategy and battle plans before the entire world. I don't think that would be wise. But the mission of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the mission of my spiritual father, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, whom I love very much, and I want to be in that number when he takes 1 million black men to Washington, D.C. to call for reparations and justice. Their work is a work of liberation and salvation. Their work is a work to raise the mentally and spiritually dead black man and woman after we have been robbed of our names, our language, our religion, our culture, our God, our folkways, mores, and robbed of a power, the power of our own being.
Man, it's not right, bro. Like, I don't know much about that whole, you know, like the incarceration stuff and whatever, like basically jail. But I did see like some article as to where like inmates were literally putting out them California fires for like $1 or less than that, or like some cents. I was like, are you kidding me? That's real slavery, man.
That's real slavery. Slavery didn't stop, bro.
Not at all.
They just changed it.
Exactly.
If they lock you up, you a fucking slave, bro.
Yeah, dude. The
slave catcher's still out here.
Yeah, man. I'm so scared, bro. Like, I'm really on the P's and Q's, man. Like, I'm not going to jail, dog.
That's another fucking, like, whole nother can of worms, bro. Paranoia that comes with being black.
Truly,
the
man.
Police, like, bro, when I see the police, that shit it's never a good feeling, bro.
Exactly.
It's paranoia.
It really is. And you know what? I don't tell a lot of people this, but my father, he's a police officer, right? So I grew up kind of seeing the better side of an officer. So, you know, like, the man raised me and he did it good. Like, he didn't beat me or nothing like that. He was a good dad. And then I eventually saw, like, especially, I guess Trayvon is what set it all off. But I saw that switch and I was so scared for my father. And, you know, growing up thinking like, oh, police officers are heroes. And then seeing like the dark side that my dad shielded me from. You know, when I got older, he was like, Bakari, you gotta remember these are just men with guns. You know what I'm saying? You know, I come home, I get stressed out. Those guys, they come home, they get stressed out, and they don't have a family to come to. Some of them are just demented men. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I saw like just the switch. Like, you know, cops have never been something loved, but especially in this century or these past couple of years, like when they started putting hits out on officers and whatnot after the riots and etc. And I was just like, wow, like when I see cops, because when I was younger I used to wave and whatnot, but I'm older now and it's like, I mean, I still have like that sort of instilled respect, but at the same time, so I'll see an officer, you know, it used to be a friendly wave from me, but now I see such the distance. Like I see what just the switch between civilians and armed officers. It's like, dang, man, like if I waved at you, I'd be betraying like everybody around me type thing. If I like showed my respect, I would lose my respect. It's almost in essence like I'm not a snitch, but I get the same like, oh, you're a sympathizer. You feel me?
It's interesting, bro. It's super interesting, man. Cause I've been thinking about that. Cause you know how I feel. Well, maybe not. Well, you probably do that. You know how I feel about the police as an organization.
Oh yeah, they're
yeah, like completely. You know, like I reference to them as like sort of like almost slave catchers because that's where they came from.
Dude, yeah, I wonder what they teach them in the academy, like when it comes to black folk. You know?
Exactly, because as an organization, you know, I have those feelings, but I find myself thinking about, you know, the fact that there are black people within it, and of course I got love for them. I have to, you know, because they're, you know, those are like that's my family. I consider all black people really like kind of my family, kind of extended.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is an organization, and like you're right. Like it's the training, like you said, they're regular people, bro.
Yeah.
So like, and these guys see the worst parts of society for a living.
They really do, man.
So like, think about where their head is at.
Truly.
But with all that being said, of course, like I'm not trying to like erase all the brutality, you know, like nothing can erase that. You can't sympathize for all the people that they've killed, but at the same time, like we just gotta. I feel like we need to redesign it, bro, because like from the foundation, the foundation itself is bad, you know.
Yeah.
Like we need to. I feel like black people need to police ourselves, and with the training, we need to like have. Well, I feel like you can say what you want, but I feel like we're sympathetic people. Like Rodney King got his ass whooped, and he said, "Can we all get along?" Yeah. Instead of saying "fuck these people," you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We riot when shit gets fucked up, but naturally, I feel like we're people that embrace other people. Yeah.
No, that's a matter of fact, bro. You see a black guy in anybody's clique. You see a black guy in the Asian clique, Hispanic clique, fucking white clique. You know what I'm saying? But you will not see the vice versa, man. You will not see an Asian guy in a Hispanic clique, or you won't see a Hispanic guy in a fucking
Arab clique.
Yeah, right. Like it just doesn't happen. But black people will rock with anybody.
Anybody can come into the cookout, bruh. And we invite everybody to the fucking cookout. Exactly, this shit make me mad sometimes, though.
Yeah, it's like, why he here, man?
I'm like, taking the fucking resources, bro.
Yeah, straight up.
That's what they be doing. They be taking all the food and going back home.
Straight up, bro.
And like some dumbasses, we just be cooking, smiling.
Yeah, but you know what? People like without, and that's not even my mom. I wouldn't even have made it to college out here. I'm sure if I was raised with just my dad, I would not have to have gone to college.
That's definitely my inspiration, bro. Definitely a big part of my inspiration.
Truly, man.
Women and shit like that, bro. Like the women you meet, the black women that you meet throughout life, not even like just lovers, but like I don't know. I feel like you can always count on them. Yeah. Like they always like. Whenever shit's popping off, you can like if you look at the people who is jumping in the fire, it's gonna be some black women up in there, bro. The Black Panthers were mostly women. A lot of people don't know that. Most of the Panthers were women, yo. That's awesome. But the fucking men, as usual.
The face of it, it's crazy.
What do we have here now? I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. Picture paragraphs unloaded, wise words being quoted. Beat the weak